Any album? You doing another album, or you done with the album?
Well, no. I'm working on some new music now, but we've got to change our understanding of music. 440 is wrong as a key tone. We need to get to 432. Y'all will understand that later.
Okay.
Yeah, Emmy just said,
I just said, I no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, hopefully that your kids will be like,
No,
Dad.
Jimi Hendrix tuned his guitar to 432 for a reason.
Okay.
And the Beatles made that adjustment after they went to India and did all their music in 432 instead of 440. Look it up.
Everything vibrates at a certain resonance and frequency, and there is a natural harmony and resonance to the actual earth. And the frequency that we listen to music in does not exist in nature. They literally chose 44.1 because there is no there's no way to equally, like, not equally, but what is the word?
Naturally reproduce.
Naturally and evenly get to that sound. 44.1 frequency hertz, kilohertz, does not exist in nature ever, nowhere. And all of our bodies are programmed to listen to it. Our brains are programmed to think in that way, to think the music sounds good. If you listen to songs that are synced outside of that, you might not like the song automatically because it's not familiar. But it's not familiar because it's actually natural. And we've been listening to unnatural sounds for the last, like 40 years.
Welcome, everybody. Today's a special day because we're talking about 432 hertz. It is one of the most special tuning systems. We are basically moving away from 440 hertz, getting out of this tension zone and going into a more harmonious zone, vibrating at the same wavelength as nature. When we start to make music that vibrates in the same wavelength and is in harmony with nature and everything around us, really big, huge effects start to happen. So some people already know this knowledge, like Prince, and he made some music in 432 hertz. This is what it looks like visually. This is a cymatic. Cymatics can show the vibrations of frequencies, how they visually look. This is 440 hertz. And you can see there's a lot more disruption here, confusion. It's just not the best time. This is an example that I want to show you guys of a Prince song, Purple Rain. In one of my comments, someone asked me what Prince song is actually in 432 hertz. This is an example. And on top of that, there's actually two different versions of the song, one in 432 and one in 440 hertz. So it's kind of crazy. This is the official video. This is like a live performance of him. This is how he would want to present the song. And this one here is in 432 hertz. We'll be showing you here shortly in Ableton how you can tune the songs yourself and see if something has been tuned to 432. It's really cool. After we listen to these, this is the OG song, and then we'll compare the other song, which is the one that's uploaded to the streaming services like Spotify and Apple. Let's go and check it out. This one's a beaut. You gotta let him know. Let's go.
I never meant to call you when it's sorrow. I never meant to call you when it's pain. I'm the one who wants to have she's laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
Amazing. Immaculate vibes. You really can just get lost in the sound. And this is what used to go down back in the day. A lot of the best artists figured out about these, more organic tuning systems. And when they would play live like this, for example, or create the music video, they're going to be showing a different version compared to the one that the record labels have, like Warner Music. In Ableton, we go ahead and upload and analyze both versions. First, we have the official video, which we just listened to. And then we have the record label release. Let's check it out. So this is how it's supposed to sound. I'm about to play the other one that most people know. of 440 hertz, and you're going to see how different it sounds and how much this 432 hertz sounds better. Vibes? Okay, get ready. Warner release record label. You hear it's higher in pitch. It just feels like there's tension. It almost feels not perfect compared to the one. A 432 hertz tuning system can cause relaxation, and it's really good for meditation, and it can heal. So being able to see this is important. So how do we know? Well, we tune the bass line. If we get this official video and we do a low pass filter at 100 hertz, we can then look at the bass line with a tuner and measure and see if it's tuned. When you tune an instrument, this circle right here of the instrument should be in the middle. That means it's in tune. So we want this circle to be lining up in the middle. So if we move our reference to 432 hertz, the tuner will analyze it and make sure that we are in tune with 432. As soon as we turn to 432, we start to get that solid middle foundation. It's looking good. So we're basically analyzing the bass line, studying how close we can get to the middle. So this is looking real good. At 432, at 440, it doesn't. But if we do the Warner record label release, do that low pass filter, in 440, we're in the middle. If we go to 432, with 432, we're all over the place. We're not able to get it tuned. And 440, though, it is tuned. So what this is telling us is that the record label release, 440 hertz, plain and simple. This one, 432 hertz. This is honestly crazy to see. And I want you guys to start analyzing your own favorite songs. I did the Fleetwood Mac Dream song for my friend, and that one was in 432 as well when I analyzed it the other day. So shit is crazy. Do some research, watch my previous 432 hertz video so you can understand what all this means. There's other sacred frequencies that we're going to get into. The solfeggio frequencies are extremely powerful. We're going to get into them. Otherwise, like this video if you want more of this. Comment if you have any questions. And hit me up in the DMs. I am happy to answer your questions. Thanks for the support, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
But his comeback and nearly his life would come to an end less than 1 month later. On August 13th, 1990, Curtis was on stage in Brooklyn, New York, preparing to play an outdoor concert. Strong winds shook loose the lighting rig above him. It fell on Curtis, breaking 3 of his vertebrae. He held on to life, only to find that he lost the use of his arms and legs.
It was just a happening of one's fate, more or less. And even after it happened, I guess the first thing set in was, this is a crisis. The important thing is that I don't allow myself to die, and be strong and let nature take its course. But it's still hard for me. I mourn my not being able to play my guitar all the time. I'm sorry to say that that way of playing and my particular style probably is gone forever. Well, not in this style, but in its actual tuning is now gone forever because I can't play it and there's no one to teach it. But there again, it was a gift. There's no need of crying over spilled milk. I've never asked why me, and it's not about dying. It's about living again. Back to living again. I'm a survivor.
So when you buy music, try to buy it that it's recorded in 432. We only found out about that not too long ago. So people are looking and remastering a lot of the music to 432. That was done in 1950. And 432 and 440 is dissonant. It's not harmonizing to the soul. It is not smooth. It is dissonant. In other words, it's negative. It will affect you negatively. But it's so subtle, most people will never know the difference. But when you know the difference between 432 and 440, and you can get 432.
Tesla's private journals, which were unsealed after his death, included many references to the numbers 3, 6, and 9. He would often work on problems for extended periods, and during these sessions, he would jot down 3, 6, and 9 as a reminder to himself to take a break. It has been speculated that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 had a hidden meaning for Tesla, and that he used it to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Some experts believe that the numbers are linked to the Fibonacci sequence, while others believe they're a code for a secret project that Tesla was working on. Whether or not the numbers had a hidden meaning for Tesla, one thing is certain: they continue to fascinate people to this day. We have been left with the technique of counting and measuring and dividing a unit by 12 appears to be the basic rule that humanity has embraced. Here are some of the ways that find 12 to be an essential number. 12 months of the year, 12 hours of a clock, 12 inches to the foot, 12 apostles of Christ, 12 constellations of the zodiac, 12 tribes of Israel, 12 knights of the Round Table. And there is more. 440 hertz divided by 12 equals 36.666666666666667. So what happens if you split A equals 432 hertz, also known as Verdi's A, by 12? 432 hertz divided by 12 equals 36. 432 hertz is thought to be sacred geometry, and 440 hertz is the closest one can get to the genuine thing while still being an imposter. 432 hertz divided by 12 equals 36. 36? 3 plus 6 equals 9. 432 hertz equals 369. They are two ways of expressing the same thing, the real thing. 432 hertz divided by 12 equals a perfect 36. Why 432 hertz? The American Standards Association proposed tuning the A above middle C to 440 hertz in 1936. This pitch was adopted as the International Concert Pitch. If one should desire to know whether a kingdom is well governed, if its morals are good or bad, the quality of its music will furnish the answer. Confucius. How can we inform the rest of the world that the International Concert Pitch needs to be reset to A equaling 432 hertz? A at 432 Hz, also known as Verdi's A, is mathematically compatible alternative tuning because it is a pure tone of math inherent to nature. Music based on 432 Hz delivers good healing energy. According to one account, the shift from 432 Hz to 440 Hz was ordered by Nazi propaganda chief Joseph Goebbels. Joseph Goebbels utilized it to control people's thoughts and feelings and to make them prisoners of a specific mindset. Then, in about 1940, the United States introduced 440 Hz worldwide, and it eventually became the ISO 16 standard in 1953. What is 440 Hz? 440 Hz is the artificial standard tuning frequency removed from the symmetry of sacred vibrations and overtones, which has waged wars on Western man's subconscious mind. In the paper Musical Cult Control, Dr. Leonard Horowitz writes, "The music industry features this imposed frequency that is herding populations into greater aggression, psychosocial agitation, and emotional distress, predisposing people to physical illness." Walk down the street and take a look around. What do you notice? What do school children, young adults on their way to work, a woman pushing her baby in a pram, and a man strolling his dog have in common? MP3 iPlayers and iPods. Isn't this brilliant? If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla. TPTB has succeeded in decreasing the vibrations of the youthful generation and the rest of us. These harmful frequencies instruct the mind to think in ways that cause disruption, conflict, and divisiveness. Furthermore, they stimulate the body's regulating organ, the brain, into disharmonious resonance, resulting in disease and war. This is the most perplexing mystery. The universal truth was inaccessible to the people of this planetary system for almost 25,000 years. It is now finally reaching this planet. Deep seekers of the truth that are open-minded and ready will receive it. Numerous indications and suggestions about geometry and frequency have glared at us, beckoning and waiting for us to fit them together like pieces of a gigantic jigsaw throughout history. This sonic geometric riddle is finally reaching completion at the beginning of a new age, showing the building pieces of a language based on energy, frequency, and form. How will we use it? The numerical coincidences are too strong. Humanity has respected numerous sequences worldwide for thousands of years. 108, 144, 360, 432, 1080, 2160. But why is this so? What about these numbers and other numbers that strike a deep chord, causing us to incorporate them into our mythology and spiritual beliefs? Frequency harmonics could be the answer. We measure sound frequencies in vibration cycles per second, and the above figures mimic the exact harmonic patterns seen in nature when played as frequencies. The problem is that the second timekeeping unit did not exist until relatively recently, so how could our forefathers have known about these harmonies? This is where the enigma deepens. The 60-based mathematical system that led to the invention of the second is not only thousands of years old, but it was also allegedly gifted to humanity by heavenly visitors who came from the skies, the Anunnaki. The precise ASCII code, which was drawn at Porino, goes as follows, reading clockwise around its large 7-pointed star. The Anunnaki are communicating sacred knowledge through encoded crop circles, cosmic harmonious frequencies relating to the 432 Hz frequency and its importance in the creation of physical reality from light and sound. How did the Anunnaki store the 432 Hz frequency into time itself? Within 1% accuracy, the speed of light is 432 squared. Is our number and timekeeping system based on 432 Hz 9 mathematics? How many seconds are there in a day? 43,200. Do you want to divide or multiply a full unit by 12? So 60 seconds multiplied by 12 is 43,200 seconds. Go over the octaves of A equals 432. To get to the octave of any given frequency, simply double the frequency. 27 Hz higher octave is 54 Hz. 27 Hz plus 27 Hz. 54 Hz plus 54 Hz equals 108 Hz. 108 Hz plus 108 Hz equals 216 Hz. 216 Hz plus 216 Hz equals 432 Hz. So remember the numbers. 27. 4 octaves below A, 432 Hz. 2 plus 7 equals 9. 54. 3 octaves below A, 432 Hz. 5 plus 4 equals 9. 108. 2 octaves below A, 432 Hz. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 216. 1 octave below A, 432 Hz. 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 9. Multiplying whole numbers 36 through 55 by 12 encodes 432 Hz. 444 Hz, 528 Hz, and 660 Hz. 36 multiplied by 12 equals 432. 36.666 times 12 equals 440. Interesting, huh? They're all super related to one another. They're perfect musical overtones of one another. All frequencies are related to being tuned to 432 Hz. 1 times 12 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 2 times 12 equals 24. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 3 times 12 equals 36. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 4 times 12 equals 48. 4 plus 8 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 5 multiplied by 12 equals 60. 6 plus 0 equals 6. 6 times 12 equals 72. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Our number system is all 369 repeating forever. Is it feasible that we have been directed in the process of developing this new type of communication for thousands of years? And if so, what kind of knowledge will we gain from it that cannot be represented in any other way? The underlying primary psychic reality is so inconceivably complex that it can be grasped only at the farthest reach of intuition and then but very dimly. That is why it needs symbols. Carl Jung. 432 Hz is a light frequency harmonic that speaks or resonates directly with our cells. All cells communicate with one another by infrared light, thus they're overjoyed when they hear music at 432 Hz. The conscious mind may be aware of this, but most of what occurs in our bodies is subconscious. 432 Hz can be called a mild harmonic, the transfer of periodic movements between neighboring colliding atoms or molecules is characterized as sound in air.
Called Sacred Sounds, Transformation Through Music and Word by Ted Andrews. The book was released in 1992. Discover your direct line to the divine. Quite a bold statement in itself, but sound has always been considered a direct link between humanity and the divine. The ancient mystery schools all taught their students how to use sound as a creative and healing force. Now Sacred Sounds reveal to today's seekers how to tap into the magical and healing aspects of voice, resonance and music. On a physical level, these techniques have been used to alleviate aches and pains, lower blood pressure and balance hyperactivity in children. On a metaphysical level, they have been used to induce altered states of consciousness, open new levels of awareness, stimulate intuition and increase creativity. An exciting book that brings together the resonances found in the spoken word, music and sound in order to create inner balance and healing. His extensive appreciation of the subtleties of tone gives us a greater understanding of the myriad of ways we are each influenced by sound and the effects on our chakras and lives. Fascinating reading that gives you a lot to think about. It's a fun handbook. Ted Andrews has done his homework. He recapitulates some of the most interesting ancient beliefs in the powers of sound and music. Consideration of these mythical traditions brings greater awareness to the new emerging science of vibration and transformation. Quite a bold statement just from the beginning, you'd say. Anyway, move on to the next little bit. Unleash your creative potential. At the heart of all the lost traditions was the teaching of the power of word, the ability to use music and voice to effect changes in others and in oneself. Every society, tradition and religion has had these teachings, both magical and wondrous. The relaying of these teachings usually fell on individuals schooled to the nature and spiritual laws of the universe. These priestess magicians used their secret arts of sound to instruct, heal and enlighten. They imbued their words with the power of the imagination and the power of music. Healing, song and sorcery went hand in hand, whether they were the African griots, the Norse skalds, the Anglo-Saxon gleemen, the French troubadours. I'm not even going to try and pronounce those words, I'm struggling enough as it is, but you can see them all there for yourself. Their myths, stories, poems and songs bridge the different worlds of life and the different modes of consciousness, and they kept the traditions of esoteric mysteries alive for the people. The ancient tradition of the word is not lost. It is a living creative art. It involves magical storytelling to help us leap from the endless spirals of day-to-day life to a quicker path of achievement. It involves opening to heal and be healed through music and sound. It involves opening to seership through the force of poetry and song. It is this tradition which is revealed in this book. It is a tool by which we can unfold the creative potential that lies within, and this is the Renaissance which is celebrated by Sacred Sounds.
technology is that all of this myth is completely debunked, and in fact we proved to you beyond any reasonable doubt that water indeed can hold a charge using Tesla technology, which has been largely suppressed over the years, along with all of the hydrogen fuel energy, which is again secret military operations. Hydrogen fuel cells are the hot topic in military circles. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about the 528 water smacker technology and heralding this wonderful advancement that can not only reduce the amount of drug addictions and help save so many people from so many horrific side effects from drugs, because in essence what we are able to do now with the frequency 528 and the capacity to energize water with the Schumann resonance frequency of the planet Earth is literally produce a water that is hyper wet, that has the capacity to deliver nutrients and micronutrients, as well as virtually anything that you take into your body around the time that you are taking this water. And this is also important for reducing the amount of drugs that people are taking. We can in fact impact dramatically the opioid crisis in America, the opioid emergency. We can eliminate many suicides because of the drug side effects causing depression and psychological disturbances in people. And we can reduce dramatically the amount of drugs that people are taking to also protect the environment. In fact, water can hold a charge, dramatically increasing the capacity to deliver homeopathic resonance frequencies. Now I'm drawing on the work of Dr. Jacques Benveniste, who I met personally, and I can tell you before he passed away, he did outstanding research and was a true humanitarian, bringing attention, publishing the fact that homeopathic medicines do in fact hold a charge. And there are special kinds of water, such as structured water or clustered water, that we can actually see and demonstrate now with the 528 water smacker technology, producing a hypercharged, hyper wet water that has a high capacity to deliver electrons, which is alkalinizing agents, to the body chemistry, to basically ward off infectious diseases and cancers and all sorts of chronic illnesses that are heavily dependent on an acidified body chemistry, which we can eliminate and certainly reduce, if not fully eliminate, with alkalinizing water, structured water, microclustered water, and supercharged water, as we're now delivering with the 528 water smacker technology. We are claiming that approximately 50 or more % of the amount of drugs that you need to take, or nutritional supplements, saving you a lot of money to be able to absorb into your bloodstream this high viscosity blood thinning type of technology, which enhances the capacity to deliver the nutrients, micronutrients, drugs, or anything into the bloodstream at the time that you're taking this water.